Simple flower practice sequence. We're thinking front of shoulder pulls to upper chest and throat. Palm starts facing down. The gentle breath in, breathe that line open. On the exhale, can the exhale work with the ribs? Pull the ribs pull the shoulder up off the floor and into the body, delivering the shoulder to top of chest, throat, as back of hand rolls to face hip. Just find that closed space. And can you control that all the way down? There's less and less effort. Take your time. Slow it down. Go easy and carefully, slow. And rest. Okay, second vector. Take your left hand, have those fingers resting on the center of the sternum. That's our target. We're thinking shoulder to center of sternum. How do the ribs and the breathing space, how do they close to deliver shoulder towards center of chest? A gentle breath in. On the exhale, palm stays facing down as shoulder pushes to sky and pulls through the front of the body. Can the ribs pull the shoulder into the chest? How do you soften out of that hardness? Could it be less and less effort? Go slow and smooth. And look into where it's hard to control. Don't make it too difficult a lesson. All the way down. Go easy on it. Just give it a gentle, winnable lesson. On your pinky edge, on the hand stays on the pinky edge. We're thinking fingertips of the left hand are on upper abdomen. Gentle breath in. Can you breathe that line open from upper abdomen to shoulder on the exhale? How do you push your back into the floor to have the ribs closed to deliver that shoulder? And it pulls in, all the way in. How close do they get? Can the brain pay attention to the distance all the way? Can you teach your brain that you've got that? That space is a dynamic breathing space that can open and close. Breathe it open. Palm up. We're thinking front of shoulder to same side back pocket. A gentle breath in. On the exhale, how do you close the ribs? How do the side ribs pull the front ribs down toward the floor? To bring shoulder up off the floor, and once shoulder's up a little bit, it pulls through the body toward the front pocket on that side. Okay. Can you come out of that? Can you see it? Can your brain witness it, or is it hard to know? Just control the movement if it's hard to see in there. Control the movement less and less. Control supersedes sensing when you're teaching this system. Okay, so we're just going to add all those vectors together. Just follow me. The gentle breath in, the palm is up. On the exhale, just a light effort of shoulder comes up and pulls towards same side front pocket. Rolling onto pinky edge as shoulder pulls toward upper belly. Rolling palm down as shoulder pulls toward front of chest. Rolling back of hand to hip as shoulder comes up toward the throat. Now look carefully. You've got all those lines are added up. Well, what line needs the special awareness? What line is a little hesitant to open? Really pay attention to that. How do those ribs open? How does the breath come into that line to let the shoulder come up and out and rolling all the way on out? Okay, just let that rest. So right now you're just letting both shoulders rest and take a look. What's going on? What's going on? The position of the wrists on the floor. The position of the elbows. Is one shoulder more relaxed? Really look at it. Do you know, looking at it from the inside, do you know one shoulder better than the other? Okay. Is one shoulder more real than the other? Is it resting on the floor? Is one side softer and more at ease? Okay. This practice is about learning how to be soft. And life gives us lots of lessons to toughen up. Our system can tighten the muscles. We're good at that. Well, how good are you at getting the muscles to relax? That's what this is. So let's do side 2. Here we are on side 2. Starting palm down. This is my left arm, is my active arm. My right hand, I'll just maybe have a couple fingers up here on the sternal notch. Okay? The gentle breath in. On the exhale, can you squeeze the air out by closing the ribs, and that shoulder pulls into the body, it pulls into you. That's it. And what is that emotion? What if you were stuck in that all day? Who would you be? We're stuck in it a little bit. We're in the haze of it a lot. Just open easy out of that. I like little steps. What if you lowered in the tiniest steps? Really take your time. We have a lot of time here. Take your time and set down softly. How softly can you set down? Can you give this side even a better lesson than you gave the other side? Okay, those fingertips move down to center of chest. Palm stays facing down the whole time. The gentle breath in, breathing the line open from center of chest up to shoulder. Is it constricted? Where would you like to have more breathing? Those are the places we're going to contract. So how do you start to contract that line? Can you close up the stiffness? If it's stiff, override it and just close that whole cascade of ribs, the whole xylophone, closing on down. Shoulder to front of chest. Hold it. And when you're ready, what are the smallest steps? Maybe let it out very smoothly. Are there little gaps in the paying of the attention? Is it just hard to see? Or does it go by too quickly? Can you be really with it in the present? Onto the pinky edge. The target fingers are up on the upper abdomen. The gentle breath in. On the exhale, sink the chest. Sink the chest to deliver shoulder toward upper abdomen on the pinky edge. There we go. Find it. Where's the place that's hard to know? Is every part of that line, is it active in your contraction and your effort? And as you turn it down, what place is opening? How does it open? Are there places that don't move, that don't change? Sitting down softly, take your time as palm rolls up. The hand doesn't need to be right by the side of the body. It can be a little bit out to the edge, away from your hip. The gentle breath in. On the exhale. Okay, we're pulling shoulder up off the floor and pulling shoulder to same side front pocket. How do those side ribs close? You can take that observing hand and do those ribs, low front ribs, push down to the floor. How much can you push those low front ribs to the floor to bring shoulder to front pocket? And open out of that. Just breathing cycles. Easy. Is it softer and softer? Gentle. Take your time. What's the lowest effort you could control? How does it taper to zero? How smooth can you make that taper to zero? Can you show it how to relax? Palm is up. We're going to add all the vectors. Just follow me. The gentle breath in. Palm up. Just a gentle, soft effort. Shoulder comes up and pulls to same side front pocket. Rolling on to pinky edge. Shoulder pulls to upper abdomen. Rolling palm down, shoulder pulls to center of chest. Rolling back of hand to hip, shoulder pulls up toward the throat or to the cheek or the chin. Okay, look at that. Which line doesn't know how to open? Be with it. Can you control all those strings, all those lines? Gentle, soft. Look at the space of the body. How does that shoulder open away from the center of you? Could you breathe into that line and breathe those ribs open so beautifully. Okay, just resting. Compare the two sides. Now a symmetrical one. Gentle breath in. Sink the chest. Rolling the hands in just as much as you need to. Can you sink the chest like a bowl? Can you hollow it out to pull those ribs in? Gentle on the head. The head just tips back. Head is held up by the floor. Just gentle, gentle. Close up the breathing space. Find a little place to take sips of air, even in that closing. Could you try to breathe into the place that's closed? Where does it feel closed? And once your brain sort of wants it, continue the breath in as you open. Okay, and just rest there. See what you got after the flower. It's maybe not one that you'd take to the desert island with you, but it's a good movement. It frees a place where we get stuck. If you're in worry, if you need some fine polishing type movement, well, the flower can be good. I break it down. I do it in one side at a time, or even one specific line at a time. It's the details are the lessons that the brain will understand and learn from a little better than these. Only doing really big full body movements, that's important, but we need to see the detail. That's also part of the solution. So I'm Eric Cooper. Thank you for practicing with me today. Blessings on your journey.